Welcome to another edition of INN's CEO Talks. Joining me today is Anthony Moreau, the CEO and director of American Eagle Gold, which trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol AE. American Eagle Gold is focused on exploring gold deposits at its flagship property, Golden Trend. The property is located on the Cortez Trend, which is right next door to the Barrick Gold and Newmont Mines Gold Rush in Cortez Mine, which hosts millions of ounces of gold. And today, July 7th, as we recorded this interview, American Eagle just announced the news that it has identified a potential Carlin-type drill target at its Golden Gate property that is closer to surface than it had initially believed. Anthony, thank you for joining me. Let's just start by talking about that news, what's its significance, and where are we going from here? Because I know that you've got a bunch of other exciting news for us to look at as well.
Yeah, the significance with that news is to keep the investors in tune with our story, let them know what we're doing. Obviously, you have investors that get involved. They want to see news results right away. They want to know, when are you drilling? Why are you drilling now? And they want to see grams per ton. I can tell you right now, I can go drill right now. Probably won't hit anything. We've got the equivalent of about 6,000 football fields there. You got a 3-inch diameter hole. You got intercept gold. It's extremely expensive to drill anywhere. It's very expensive to drill in Nevada. There's a bunch of reasons for that. One of the reasons is there's high demand for that area. It's the best area in the entire world to be looking at gold. There's nowhere else like that where you have big deposits next to big deposits next to big deposits. You got a lot of junior companies there. I like to argue we're probably in the best real estate in that entire Cortez trend, which is one of the richest trends in the entire world. We're not just near Barrick. We are attached to Barrick's south part of their property. And now why that news was important was because we show that we're doing the proper front-end work. I told you it was expensive to drill, but what we wanted people to know is that even though we're not drilling now, we're hard at work, and we're making sure the investment dollars are put into the ground as smart as possible. And what that means is that we want to give our investors the highest probability for a successful drill intercept that we can. So we did something called CSAMT. It's field exploration work. We also did seismic. And what they do is one of them allows you to understand the structure that's in the ground. The other one lets you to understand the type of rock that's in the ground. Use those together to help identify the best places to drill. Now, while you're at it, we can kind of see, for example, where's the structure, where are the anticlines, how are the shifts in the ground. And what we saw actually was the Carlin-type lower plate rocks, where this type of gold is predominantly exists with all the deposits nearby. It's actually a lot closer to surface than we thought. It's looking like it's starting around 300 meters from surface, which is very great because obviously you want to drill, you want to get through the upper plate rocks, you want to get through the overburden, which costs money. The faster you can get to lower plate rocks, the longer your drill rods actually can intercept with them and actually hit a deposit. So it's cheaper for us to drill. And also when it eventually does become a mine, it's cheaper for it to mine. So it's the best of both worlds. We're very happy about it. We're excited to drill.
Yeah, and this is a pretty important piece of property, as you pointed out. Its location is unique. You have all the infrastructure. You're right next door to a great known deposit right now. What are you doing as far as the property that you have a title to or that you are controlling? Are you expanding your reach or control there?
Yeah, so originally we had something called the Golden Trend. It's right in line with Cortez Hills. And just give people an idea here. Where we are in Nevada, it's approximately the size of Delaware. But where they have here is the richest area to be looking for gold. You have 7 deposits, all Carlin-type deposits, over 10 million ounces. We're right there, and we're in line with one of the world-class mines, Cortez Hills. It's co-owned by Barrick and Newmont. It's over 10 million ounces. It's been producing for quite a while. And then right next to us, right next to our property, was something called Garden Gate. And what we did is we acquired Garden Gate last week, and allowed us to more than triple our land package. So it allows us to completely encompass the southern extension of Nevada Gold Mines, which is Barrick and Newmont's property. So it gives us a kick in the can to intercept something that's similar to Cortez Hills or something that's similar to Gold Rush. And Gold Rush is just east. Gold Rush is Barrick's next big property, has over 10 million ounces. It's coming online this year. So it gives us a lot higher probability to find a world-class deposit. And our group, what we do is we make smart, creative acquisitions. that are good for shareholders. For a very small amount of money, we were able to almost quadruple our land package and really give us great exposure and great upside for our investors. We are only $10 million market cap. If we hit a world-class deposit here, I don't think $1 billion is out of the question.
My, oh my. So central also to your success right at the moment is the team that you've been able to put together around you. Tell me a little bit about Mark Bradley and why his involvement is so significant.
It's a very good question. Obviously, the property, the real estate is very important. But it doesn't matter if you don't have great people that are running those programs. I believe we have the greatest geologists in the world to be looking for this type of deposit. To give you an idea, look, people have been mining gold for over 5,000 years. 5,000 years. People have only been mining Carlin-type deposits for the last 60. 60 divided by 5,000, it's a very, very small number. So the knowledge base to understand Carlin-type deposits is very small already. Now, right next door, I mentioned Gold Rush earlier. It's a Carlin-type deposit. It's purely underground. It's the first of its kind to be an underground Carlin-type deposits. People believe there are a lot more gold mines in this area where we are, but most of them are going to be underground. There's a very small knowledge base to exactly understand how to look for them. Now, coming back to the people at our company, we have Mark Bradley. Mark Bradley worked for Barrick and Placer Dome for a long, long time. Now, he didn't just work on the team that made the Gold Rush discovery. He led the team that made that Gold Rush discovery. He's a world expert in Carlin-type deposits, underground deposits. He knows the work that has to be done, and he knows how to find them. Now, people always ask, why did Mark join the team? I like to say, look, he liked the core group. He liked me. I wouldn't even necessarily it's because of that. Geologists, they're obsessed. It's like people being obsessed with sports. They love rocks. They love the game. They like finding them. He joined the team, and I wish he was here with me because he actually believes there is a deposit underneath. He sees a lot of similarities between Golden Gate, which is our property, with Garden Gate and Golden Trend together, to what he saw with Gold Rush. It's really excitement trying to find this new discovery, and he joined our team because he wants to be part of it. He wants to be part of that another world-class discovery. And if you look at the mines on the trend, on the Cortez trend, for only 25 years they've been producing there. You have Pipeline, then you have Cortez Hills, then you have Gold Rush, and they started open pit, dual open pit underground, all underground. 10 years after each other, we're directly south of Gold Rush. And Gold Rush is underground. We're going to be underground too, and we're the exact guy that helped us find it. So I'm extremely excited.
I'll bet you are. Now, is your enthusiasm tempered a little bit by the fact that the price of gold has come off a bit in the last month or so, is down about $100, or do you see that as just a temporary lull?
Look, it's always a little disappointing, not because price of gold is down. Look, gold goes up and down. Everybody knows that. I believe that our company should have a lot higher market cap. We have a lot of upside. Unfortunately, it's the beauty and the beast of being part of a publicly traded company. You have market sentiment out there, and people sell for no reason because they think his gold is up. Now, I want to freeze time. I want to travel to the future 10 years from now when this is a multi-million ounce deposit and it's going to be producing gold. And what I'll ask investors is, freeze right now. Where do you think gold is going to be in 5 and 10 years when this thing is actually producing? I would bet dollar to donuts gold is going to be a lot higher. Is it going to be 2,500? Is it going to be 3,000? Is it going to be 5,000? I don't know, but I believe it's going to be a lot higher. Look at Bitcoin, for example. March 2020 was at $5,500 Canadian. It went to $80,000 this year. So if you don't think gold can go up a lot faster, then I think you're fooling yourself. So this gold price going down, it kind of hurts because you believe you should be worth a lot more. But I believe where there is a problem, there's a huge opportunity. I believe there's a huge opportunity in American Eagle Gold and a huge opportunity at Golden Gate. I believe it's the next big world-class discovery in this area.
So you anticipated one of my questions there, which was, why is now a good time to invest? And I think you've answered that. But one of the other questions that investors ask, what's your long-term plan for you and your team? Do you see vending into a major, or do you have aspirations of building out?
First of all, what's the opportunity for investments? It's one word. It's torque. Where do you think we hit something, we find something, the price is going up? Obviously, you can invest in Barrick and producing companies. You probably have 20% upside. You invest in some of these small junior companies, you have a 500, 1,000% upside. Now, my job as a CEO and your job as an investor is trying to find which of these small, risky companies has the best potential for success. I always say this, I'm going to be redundant. Investing in junior mining companies is like finding a needle in the haystack. My job, and why I brought someone like Mark Bradley in, and why I'm right next to Bear, because I want to make that haystack as small as possible and make the opportunity for you to make money as best as you can.
And your long-term plans? Do you envision vending into a major?
You got the tortoise and the hare here. We are the tortoise here. We're doing the proper work. We're not going to be drilling for no reason. We want to make sure we do the proper front end work. We want to completely understand the ground there. And that's why we're doing the field exploration, the seismic survey, the CSAMT survey. We're almost done there. We're going to analyze it. We're going to see where we want to put the drill targets. We're doing permitting next month, and we're hoping to drill in September. Our drilling program will last around 3 months, and we're going to be getting assays in December and January. Cross my fingers. I hope we find something great. And then, we're going to go for round 2 in terms of drilling. But right now, our plan is drilling in the fall, and hopefully it's going to be successful.
Well, it sounds like a pretty exciting time for you right now. I'm hoping that you'll come back in a couple months and give us an update, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who want to know what the next stage of discovery has been for you.
I would love to come on, and I just want to tell investors again, I worked at a great company before. It was hard to leave, but I really did join it because I really do believe there's a lot of upside, and I believe in the team. I believe in Mark Bradley. I love Nevada, and I encourage people to invest in the company. Anyone wants to reach me, feel free to call me. Feel free to email me.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you again in the near future.
Thank you very much.